Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Sister Sesh Podcast, where we are elevating your cannabis experience. We're going to deep dive into the heart of cannabis lifestyle, culture, and just sisterhood. Here, I'm your host, Kat, and today it is a solo episode, but it's an extra special episode because we are diving into the topic that has sparked the creativity of many minds out there. The cultivation of creativity and cannabis, how weed has inspired innovation. So grab your favorite strains, get comfy, and let's embark on this mind-expanding adventure together. Now, we all know that cannabis has a way of sparking creativity, but exactly how? The key lies in the way it interacts in our brains. THC, the magical compound of cannabis. It activates certain receptors in our brains associated with pleasure, focus, and you guessed it, creativity. THC, I don't know if you've ever had the actual nuances and chances to be able to consume, make artwork. Most artists, I've watched a lot of musicians and their documentaries around cannabis, and we'll get into that later on in the episode, but I kind of want to just put this little tidbit here. Is it sparks creativity, the innovation of just sitting down, having a sesh, the what actually happens inside your mind and in your brain the moment you consume, and how it sparks that silentness into your creativity flow. Even now, like when we consume and make an episode for you guys, it's though that is our creative juices flowing. That is us producing something, and we love that you're able to consume the content in a way that is enjoyable for not just us creating the content, but also for you guys that are consuming it. So imagine this. You can take a hit and then suddenly your mind starts dancing with ideas and possibilities and colors and, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Wouldn't that look dope? Like, haven't you ever sat there and had a sesh? Like I had one, a couple weeks ago, and I was just like sitting there and I saw on TikTok, I was just scrolling through these custom Jordans. I was like, oh, that'd be dope. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm sitting there consuming, having my bowl, smoking a bowl, but in my mind, I'm like, wouldn't that be dope if they were purple? Wouldn't it come out like this? Oh, wouldn't that? And then I just went on this tangent of looking down a rabbit hole of my custom tennis shoes. But that's the magic of THC. That is what really is happening when you're getting high. It's not about just getting high. It's unlocking that door to that creative potential. Like because the receptors in your brain, it's opening up that mindset for you. For a lot of people who use it recreationally, you use it to relax, you feel really cool. That's why when you kind of just have that mellowed out mode, it's kind of you're jiving with your music, you're feeling great, you're feeling that creative flow of the artist, you're feeling the music, just kind of one in tune. And that's kind of what the THC really does, all around and all together. Now then we'll get back to the artists. Artistic endeavors. Oh my God, cannabis has been the forefront and inspirational muse for countless of artists throughout history. And let's talk about how cannabis has been that countless muse. From the Bednarks in the 50s to the Birmingham art scene in the 1960s, cannabis has been that secret silent companion who dares to let you think outside the box. So picture this. Bob Marley strumming a guitar, Jimi Hendrix shredding those iconic solos, and even the legendary Bob Ross creating his little clouds. Those were all inspired by cannabis. It has been a silent partner through the creative process in those visionaries, along with their artistic flow, their creative, artistic creativity, their artistic freedom. Cannabis has been able to unlock those minds. Like we all know, Bob Marley is iconic for his cannabis use. In his day, I would accumulate him to his day of where Snoop Dogg is now. But through the thing, I did not know, and I love through the research of this, that Bob Ross was, he had a little bit of elevation in him too, which was great because you think of this man was a great artist. And to know that, he sparked a joint here and there, and those beautiful clouds we learned how to make and he drew for us. Yeah, there was a joint in between those camera sessions, and that is what has been able to create a wonderful thing. So now let's shift gears. It's a bit talking point about how cannabis has really fueled entrepreneur pursuits just like ours. The cannabis industry has really opened up a wide range of opportunities for entrepreneurs, business owners to have that mindset. Also, cannabis is very community based. So there has been many successful individuals in the business world that are openly, credibly in cannabis for the help of them brainstorming, navigating challenges through entrepreneurship, innovation. They, it, it, the weed has entered the workroom. Those board meetings, there's a joint being passed around along with some cigars. And you have to see that the focus of it's all about the destigmatization, all in the general, but the creative flow, you really don't understand how much cannabis is that much of a silent motivator and to keep going. And it's a silent way, not, I wouldn't say more silent, but more influential people that you wouldn't think of use cannabis. Think about Steve Jobs, even Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. All of them have been acknowledged of the role of cannabis in their creative problem solving processes. It's not about being stoned at the office. It's about tapping into a different mindset, allowing a fresh perspective and a breakthrough of new creative, out of the box, innovational ideas. Because you don't understand that weed can really open up problem solving, and like you see your perspective so a whole new lens. Creativity isn't just the defining part of art or business, it spans problem solving. And cannabis has a unique ability to quiet the noise inside your mind, to let you have that approach to different problems from different angles, being able to be more analytical when you need to be able to be more creative in the thought processes that you need to, whether you're tackling a complex project or you're trying to figure out the meaning of life. Cannabis might be the key to unlocking those innovative solutions. It's just like having a brainstorming session with your own thoughts, but just a little bit more chill. So grab your favorite strains. That's why we always that's our tagline, because in every episode we say grab your favorite strains, you get cozy on the couch. We're about episode because when I consume, that's what I want. I want to be comfy and cozy and relaxed, but I also want to feel chill and calm in my body, to be open and receptive to new ideas, new thoughts, new perspectives. Even our guests have come on in previous episodes. They have brought our platform and to you guys more insight in what actually goes on in the cannabis industry, where there's new jobs and things that are coming up, cannabis influencers, and how they kind of navigate the world. Two sisters who just like to get stoned on a random day of the week and talk about the latest things and news, but you join in every week and we appreciate it and we love it. And but what my point of it all is, cannabis has been that forefront. When we came up with the idea for the podcast, it was like, well, what's the one thing we have in common? What was the one thing that was consistent between Alicia and I that we had in common? It was weed. it was pot. Well, how do you use the one common interest to build a business, to build a livelihood, to build content, to build, a podcast, anything creatively? Being how Cannabis has allowed, Alicia to open up her creative mind and put more insights of like, these are the things I want to talk about, and these are the things I want to do. And I'm like, all right, let's jive and vibe. There are moments where we literally have our own little board meetings before episodes. Like, what do you want to do? And our brainstorming sessions. But that time we are consuming. They were having our sesh. She's rolling a blunt. I'm getting technical things done and everything else. But that mindset and that all those problem solving issues that arise before ever setting foot into, hey guys, welcome back. It comes to a center point of cannabis was the centerfold of every single part of that decision. But it's not like it's like the main focus. It's more of the key drawback point. To being now. Now, if it wasn't for the Sister Sesh podcast and without you amazing listeners, we wouldn't be able to share our personal experiences, our creativity. We wouldn't be able to have the mind-blowing responses that we've had from you guys. And we really, really like enjoy those things from you. From turning a blank canvas into a masterpiece and launching a successful business idea, your stories prove that cannabis can be indeed a catalyst for creativity. Please let us share those on Instagram while you listen to this episode. Show us and tag us. Let us see all your creative artworks, new music. I want to know your vibe. We want to know your jam. We might be able to feature them on a couple of episodes. So stay tuned because some inspiration might come from our Sister Sesh community. It's very innovative, and you know what, guys have really supported us through some really hard times. You guys have seen us through, and we have a wonderful announcement. So we shared it later on in the week, but it's really, really exciting. Freed Spot has featured us on their top 100 cannabis podcasts, and we are number 13 on that list. Isn't that exciting? And you know what? It wouldn't be without y'all tuning in every week, coming in, asking questions, wanting to know more, connecting with us. I want to thank our amazing guests who've really taken the time and effort out of their days and their schedules to come in and really believe in me. And Alicia, and I really want to give in my sister because this was a project that she really was like, I don't know if I can do this based on my personality, but I have been able to see her bloom and blossom into just a wonderful, like, bubbly person. And that right there is how you have it, folks. The intertwining world of cannabis and creativity. And it's not just about getting high, it's about tapping into a vast ocean of possibilities that weed can unlock. I hope this episode has sparked some curiosity, maybe inspired a few creative adventures of your own. But until next time, stay lit, stay creative, and keep session with your sisters. And this is Kat signing off with love, peace, creativity, and just go have a sesh on me. Roll one up, light it, have a great day.